Hello, hockey fans, and welcome inside Mile 1 Center for edition or episode number 4 of On the Growl. I'm Brian Rogers, and this time around it's number 24 defenseman Alex Gudbranson. Goody, thanks for joining us here at Mile 1 Center, home of your ECHL hockey team. It's going to be a delight for you as a good Canadian boy coming home to play in Canada after being in the States a little bit over the last year or two.
Yeah, no, it's awesome to be back at home finally, and I love my time in the United States. It's home away from home for me, but it's definitely nice to be back in Canada and playing hockey.
This is probably a silly question, but what's the difference between Orlando and St. John's? It's a lengthy answer to a silly question, but please.
Absolutely. Well, I'll just start off with the temperature, but it's a different kind of climate for sure. But the fans in Orlando were phenomenal, and playing there it's a great organization and everything. But it's. For me, coming back home and being in St. John's and just being able to experience it, there's such a unique atmosphere about this place, and being able to play here, especially when it's packed and everybody's rowdy, it's an awesome place to play. So again, I'm happy to be home and being here.
Well, it's wonderful to have you as a member of this organization. I know that being an Ontario boy, it's got to be special in your heart too. I mean, you're from Ottawa, and there is an NHL team there, the Senators, but you're part of the Toronto Maple Leafs organization, starting at the NHL level, then the AHL, the Toronto Marlies, which you got a Calder Cup ring last year with them. And now here in the ECHL, we're part of the Maple Leafs family. And boy, I'll tell you, I don't think you could probably pick a better partner right now.
No, you can't. I mean, they're a amazing organization. The Maple Leafs and the Marlies, and just top to bottom, it's so first class, I guess, if you will. That they do everything to perfection, really, and it shows in every single of their organizations and the way that they play, and just their storied franchise, really. So we're definitely lucked out, and they're definitely a huge piece to us doing so well.
Yeah. Well, of course, they've had wonderful support from Newfoundland and Labrador, have the Toronto Maple Leafs, the St. John's Maple Leafs for 14 seasons. And then when the St. John's Ice Caps came about, when they played the Marlies, it was like a house divided here. You'd get a full crowd here, and there is at least over 3,000 wearing blue and white or white and blue and cheering for the opposition. Yeah. I'm sure that was unnerving for the Ice Caps, but you're starting to see more people coming out to watch the Growlers now, and that's going to be great for you guys.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot more fan support every coming week that we're here, and it's nice to see people getting into it, and for us especially, it gets us that more excited to come out here and play.
With Alex Gudbranson of the Newfoundland Growlers for episode number 4 of On the Growl. Goody, you're an opposing guy. You and I, we chatted about this. I mean, if I'm a smaller forward on the other teams and I'm getting ready to wheel inside the zone and I see that menacing beard and the big full stash and everything, and the eyeballs staring down at you, I might be a little Frederich coming down the wing with a lot of speed. I know you like to play physical, and the fans, that endears you to them because they love that type of hockey.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's a huge component of my game, really. I mean, I was never one to make a toe drag or any of those kinds of things, right? So more of a blue-collar worker, if you will. And but it's a good style of game for me. I'm lucky enough to have the frame for it as well. So, but I enjoy playing that way. I think it's fun, and it makes it for all the more exciting, I hope, for fans as well. So it's my style of game, I guess.
That's part of your persona, man. That's what makes you a special player, a good guy off the ice as well. And from a hockey family, obviously, Alex. I'm not going to say you play in the shadow, but you have an older brother who is playing terrific, Eric, with the Vancouver Canucks. I understand you've got a sister that's a very skilled player as well. For the benefit of our viewers on the Growl, tell us a little bit about your family makeup and how you guys are such a big hockey family.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up in Orleans, Ontario, right in the Ottawa area, and my dad was always a huge Montreal Canadiens fan growing up, and so we kind of grew up, just quick fun fact, we never really grew up Sens fans. We were always Montreal Canadiens fans, right? So, and
wow.
But and all four of us were in hockey. My younger brother Dennis played hockey as well, and then Eric got drafted to Kingston, and I thought that was just the coolest thing ever when he was 16, and then we followed his footsteps 2 years later and got drafted to Kingston myself, and we got to play together for a year. And
That's
then
wicked.
and then from there he moved on to Florida, and then now he's in Vancouver playing with the Canucks right now. He's doing pretty well. So, and my little sister plays at the University of Guelph for the
Nice.
Griffins. So she's a defenseman as well. So Eric and Chantal are both defensemen, and my little brother was a forward, and now he goes to school at Concordia University in Montreal. So he's doing quite well as well.
Well, that's awesome stuff. Wow. And for a bit of fun, who's better, you or Chantal?
I'd probably say, let's put it this way, she can definitely make a better toe drag than I can. She's got way better hands than I do. So I'd probably say, better hands. So I would say probably her. I gotta be honest with you. So,
Hey, honesty is a virtue, Alex. I mean,
absolutely.
let's face it for
Absolutely.
sure.
I think she's better.
But we talked a little bit about having that the big stash and stuff like that. You clearly Movember wasn't even a contest. I know that some of the guys tried, and they tried in vain, but they made a good effort, and they supported a very, very worthwhile cause in men's health overall. But tell me about your persona. Like, is it part and parcel of your makeup always as a youngster, being a hockey player?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty lucky to be able to grow a beard when I was like 13, 14, right? There's pictures, I'm sure I could dig them up for you, but it was just kind of something more that I always enjoyed doing, and mainly also because I'm losing my hair up top, so I got to have some sort of...
Welcome to the club.
I know. But so I just started doing it, and I started in the Sioux, really, when I was in Sault Ste. Marie. We went to go see a movie, I can't remember what it was, but one of the guys said, like, hey, you should grow out your beard and see what happens. So I grew it out for like 4 or 5 months, and it just got into this huge, fur ball basically on my face. But I thought it was really cool, and just kind of kept doing it. And now it's more of a, it's kind of just for the hockey season. I enjoy having it. I think it's cool, and I think it's kind of kind of my thing, sort of, to let it grow. So trying a different approach this year. I didn't get rid of the Movember stash yet. It's still there. It's just connected with a goatee now, and then I'll try and grow the beard in a bit later for the rest of the season. So
looking good, bro. Keep it going for sure. No doubt about that. With Alex Gudbranson on the Growl, episode number 4 from Mile 1 Center. Let's talk about some things you like to do away from the game of hockey. I mean, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, great outdoors.
Yep.
I know you've got Outdoorsy written all over you. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, I would like, again, we did this segment before a couple months ago, but I would love to go hunting and all that kind of stuff. Still haven't gone yet, but it's one of those things that it's always been kind of intriguing to me to be able to go out and do so. But also maybe go do some fishing. I think just stuff like that, being outdoors, and especially in a place so unique like this, it's it's pretty kind of cool stuff to be able to go do for a bit, right? And just instead of staying indoors and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of more my mindset right now in terms of doing stuff outside of the rink.
Awesome, but you've got a great story you can relate about representing the National Hockey League Players Association in Nunavut. I like for people to know about that story. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was the last day we were out in Nunavut, and they were going to take us out to the flow edge, which is where kind of the water meets the ice, the Arctic Ocean. And I had my own skidoo, and thought it was pretty cool ripping out there, just in a straight line trying to get out there. And then my snowmobile broke down, and the guys kept on driving. They couldn't hear my snowmobile breaking down, so I was out there in polar bear country for a good 20 minutes by myself, and just kind of hanging out until the next set of people came by. So I was out there, and I saw this huge bear paw just kind of around
in the snow
around the tracks, just a print, right? And I was there, I'm like, oh my god, this is not happening right
Time
now.
to get out of here.
Yeah, so I was just kind of getting a bit antsy, waiting for someone to come by and pick me up. But it was an amazing experience, and I was lucky to share with my mom, and with Project North, and it was just really cool to be able to bring some hockey equipment up to the folks up there, and again, they were Arctic Bay was where we went to, and
nice.
they were such an amazing community and just phenomenal people that really took us in for 5 days and showed us what they do, and I thought it was just an amazing experience.
In closing, having 4 Newfoundlanders as teammates, I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for. It's made it easier to mesh for everybody.
Absolutely.
Having guys like Pardy and Zach and them in the room.
Well, I mean, Pards, Meller, Obi, and
yes, I'm sorry. Thank
Obi
you. And Marcus.
And Marcus. I mean, they're phenomenal guys, and they're great hockey players, but they're even better human beings, right? And for them to be able to kind of mesh our team together in the way that they have by kind of showing us the ways around St. John's, and helping guys out whenever they need. So we're really fortunate to have those 4, and for Ryan Clough, I mean, he's an awesome coach. And just being able to have him here, and all the experiences that he's had, around playing in the NHL for so many years, right? It's he's really made that transition, especially as a first-year team, that much easier for us just to get down there and play hockey and just do what we need to do. And he's demanding, but at the same time, he pushes us in the way that guys grow as hockey players and grow as human beings as well.
Yeah. Good, you put her there, buddy.
It's
been a real pleasure. Thank you so much for
appreciate
enlightening us on you and your family and being part of this Growlers organization. I know you're only a young guy, but you're a veteran guy, and you're also a leader in that room too. I know you know that in your heart, but you show it each and every shift out there. So keep playing that physical style, big guy.
For sure, absolutely.
Because I tell you what, the fans love that stuff.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
And when they see that big stash and those piercing eyes and guys coming down the wing, well, let them know 24's on the ice, baby. Don't let up on those checks. Finish them off.
No, I appreciate it, man. No, thanks for having me out here.
Alex Gudbranson joins us for On the Growl, episode number 4. Wishing the boys good luck on the road, and we'll see you back at Mile 1 Center in the month of February with a 7-game homestand starting on the 1st against the Worcester Railers. Until then, I'm Brian Rogers for On the Growl. Enjoy it, hockey fans.